Why is a human standing there? Someone asked with a surprised face. It was a reasonable question. Each of the great houses of Charalm sent their head to the ruling assembly, which met in the Great Hall of Assembly. But as a vestige of earlier times when the great houses wielded something less than total authority, there was a requirement. The head of each great house had to stand outside one day a year, in the position of the honor guard. On other days, a regular honor guard stood there. But each great house had an assigned day, and on that day their head was required to perform the duties of the honor guard, which was to stand in the assigned spot for the 8 hours that the assembly met. It was purely ceremonial. But if someone failed to do so for 3 years straight, their house would be removed from among the great houses. At least, that was the theory. It had never been tested. But the head of House Charalm had missed the last 2 years, and today was their assigned day. Many people came to see whether he would show up, and instead, they found the assigned spot filled by a human. Why is a human standing there? They asked each other with puzzled expressions. Nobody knew. They noticed, however, that the human did what an honor guard was supposed to do, namely, just stand there without moving for 8 hours. He is certainly acting like an honor guard, someone remarked in disbelief. But he is a human. What is going on? Another muttered, shaking their head. After 8 hours, a bell sounded, indicating the end of the assembly session and the end of the honor guard's shift. The human then knelt down where he had stood. Some kind of liquid seemed to be dripping from his head. A group burst out from the Great Hall of Assembly. They swiftly made their way to where the honor guard stood, and then they stopped. Their leader looked confused. "Who are you?" he finally asked.